What do we? Because you mentioned a movie date. Just quick tidbit. What do y'all think is the worst date? I think there are a few dates
Worst
that I would
dates?
just never do as a grown man. No,
And yours is dinner and a movie, isn't it?
huh? Um, I would never go to. I don't go to movies. Period. I fall asleep too fast, so I would never go on a movie date. Because I don't know how that's a date. Like, how you talking to this person and you in a quiet movie? That's a waste of my money and
You
my
can't.
time. So I'll never do that. Um, I'll never do like the generic shit that's expected because I'm a hopeless romantic, and Ethan and Eli both think they're romantic, and like they'll take their girls on like generic walk downtowns and go to like the generic spots. And I'm like, I'm not doing some shit y'all can look on Pinterest and see that everybody did. Like we all know you walk downtown and went to Carl's because everybody does that, nigga. So I won't do that type of shit.
Damn. If it's like a first date, I'm not mad. Like I wouldn't be mad at dinner and a movie because I feel like that's just like super low pressure. Like it's not difficult to get around, but then say like my ideal date would be being taken to a concert, obviously. But then you can't do that too soon because for me to go to a concert with you, I need to be hella comfortable so I can act like a fool. You know? So I think it
Yeah.
depends on go ahead.
I was my next two, 100% was gonna be I'd never bring my date on a party, like to a party, like a real date, and I was gonna
Mhm.
say I would never go to a concert. So that is fun.
Well, that's why we don't date, Ezra.
I just feel like it'd be hard to go on a con. I mean, I guess you're right. If it was like you're deep in it or whatever, then I guess
Yeah.
you could. But it'd be hard to go on an early date to a concert because
Yeah.
that's like it's like the movies. I can't really talk to you or get to know you or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything that you can't really have conversations with, it's not ideal. The only way you could really do a dinner in a movie would probably be like maybe if you got like drinks before the movie, saw the movie, and then went to dinner after, so that way you at least had something
Yeah.
to talk
Ooh.
about if all else fails.
I mean, that's one of the better proposals I've seen.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to go about it.
Drinks, movies, and then I wouldn't be mad at that if one of my boys is like, "This what I did." I'd be like, "Okay, you did your thing."
Yeah, because you get drinks, so it's like you can kind of loosen up a bit if you know they're nervous, you're nervous, like a drink, and then you can always judge someone by what they choose to drink.
Absolutely.
Be like, oh, so you're going on a date and like girl orders like a White Claw at the bar, and you're like, all right, I know what you're all about.
When girls order vodka cranberries, I'm like, okay, this is your first trip. Like we at the bar, and you know I'm gonna cover you. I hope you can come up with something better than a vodka
That's funny
cranberry.
story. That's all
For
Ashley
$3
drinks.
drink.
Literally the only thing she'll drink.
Bro, I'd rather you just look at the menu and like pick a random drink at that point.
Yeah, like ask the bartender to surprise you or some shit before you order a vodka cranberry.
I feel like a bartender would hate you, depending, unless they knew you. If you were like a random person who like surprised me, you're like, what the fuck does that mean, bro?
Yeah, like at the Paddy Wagon, if I'm just there to like hang out and not get like super drunk, I'll just drink beer. But if I'm there, it's like somebody's birthday, we're planning on getting like, you know, drinking a ton, then I'll tell the bartender, like at the Paddy Wagon, to just surprise me with something fruity or something they just like whatever their favorite drink is. So, and that never steers me wrong. So,
When I'm back home, we'll get slutty in the bar because our bartenders. So I tell them all the time, just surprise me with something. Just don't let it be Jaeger or fucking cheap vodka.
yeah.
Pretty straight. Damn. How do y'all both feel about phone access during dates? Like the first one or two. So like y'all are still getting to know each other, but this also isn't someone you're super invested in, and you know that he's not super invested in you yet. How do y'all feel about checking the phone?
I feel like if you're on your phone too much, it's almost like
Yeah.
disrespectful. Like if you gotta check it once or twice, you know, something's going on, or you know, but probably just don't do that.
Yeah, and I really don't like when people have their notification bell on. Like if you're sitting there talking to me, at least put that shit on silent or vibrate.
Okay, that's fair. I do have to admit, I do that often. but that's usually just because it's always on and I forget to turn it off. But after like the first 2 or 3 dings, I'll be like, oh shit, everybody can hear this. Let me turn this off.
Yeah.
I've learned over time, I think it's just like a girl thing. Like they get like a little nervous on dates or whatever, or like especially the first one. They will just be on their phone a little bit. I didn't have girls tell me that they just like are looking at their phone, but nothing's even going on. It's just like, because like if you're at dinner and it's your first time meeting this person, all you've done is text a little bit. If you're already at dinner, you probably texted about the basics. So then it's a little awkward to just stare somebody in the eyes for 45 minutes while waiting on your food.
Yeah, but you can't just be like eating dinner, like looking at your phone.
Yeah, no, that's
even worse.
I feel like a huge factor for me when I am like talking to somebody or dating somebody or whatever, I feel like a huge factor for me is conversation flow. So if I'm at a date and I feel so uncomfortable that we have nothing to talk about and I feel the need to look at my phone the whole time, that's probably not going to last anyway, because we have to bounce off of each other and be able to have a conversation, or that's just like a no-go for me, because I'm not just trying to be uncomfortable the whole relationship.
That's true.
Yeah.
First dates are a little tricky for some people. I definitely see what you're saying is true. But I didn't talk to people for a while that like it took them a little bit to open up, and I can literally talk to anyone. Yeah. So if I'm saying that you were a little awkward, I might still give you a little bit of a chance. But I definitely know people who like are just a little awkward and shy and take a little bit to open. Like maybe by the time the food gets there, they're a little more comfortable.
That's why you got to do those drinks. Get them loosened up.
Hey, you're not wrong, man. Aha. Don't want to come in there with that.
Oh. So that's what we're calling it.
I'm not even
You're definitely right. Some people need to loosen up a bit.
I like the aspects of drinks. Like, yeah, we can grab a drink or two. But Damn, I didn't know I had this many questions on this one topic that is now so far from what it started as. Me personally, and it's not just because I'm cheap, but I enjoy drinking, but I don't enjoy really paying for drinks out. So we're at dinner. I think you gotta limit yourself to maybe like 2. Like you can't rack up 3, 4, 5 drinks, and I've had that happen before.
No,
and I'm like, you going dumb, bitch. Like, be cool.
Well, yeah, that's like a certain thing of like almost like a respect on a first date kind of thing, where it's like you don't just go and get the most expensive item and you don't get like 8 drinks and then like you got this, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Not the most expensive, not 8 drinks, and no, we don't want dessert. Nobody here want dessert.
Bro, it's like that it's like in The Office when I forget who was going on a date, and then I think we might have been Pam, and Phyllis was like, order the most expensive thing, and then Stanley was just like, that means you got to put out.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
You do.
Stanley is all-knowing.
Yeah.
Man, I took a girl on a date one time, and I swear, the waiter was just trying to get in my pockets. He was only telling her the expensive stuff that was good. And then he was like, you sure you don't want dessert? Desserts would be nice, even if you took it to go. And I was like, nigga, if you don't get the fuck out of here.
Bro, take it to go. Get out of here. I'll go to the grocery store and get it to
like,
go.
This nigga working hard.
God damn.
No, my thing about the drinks, like, yeah, I wanted to respect level to not, like, you know, get a bunch right before. Say it is the drinks, movie, dinner thing. But also, like, one of you is going to have to drive to the movies. So, like, if you're getting plastered at the bar, the date's going to end right there, honestly. Unless you're just reckless as shit.
I've been on some reckless dates. Fucked up that shit. You know.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. What is your all's, like, ideal date, though? Like, ideal first date? Because you said you didn't really like a concert or dinner and a movie.
You know what it is. Stop playing with me. You know, a little brunch. Maybe a little art gallery. We got a few art galleries in the Berg. Take them somewhere they ain't never been. Or if I'm out in D.C., brunch in a museum. Because even though I'm not like a historian type of guy, all the museums in D.C. is dope as shit. Like, go to brunch, go to a little museum, give her friend something to talk about. You know what this nigga did for me? That's it right there.
I kind of want to go to an art museum now.
Oh,
I don't know why. It just seems like it'd be a
the
good
art
time.
galleries are nice, and then when you go certain times, like they give out wine when you come in and shit, and like it's just like you get to look at dope art, just talk. It's a good time.
You are a fiend for brunch.
Oh, I'm nasty for
I
it.
didn't see it.
Because here's the thing: everybody's expecting you to take them to dinner. They're expecting to get in their little nice, low key, slutty outfit, go out to dinner, talk to them about their girls when they get back home at 1 a.m. They really expect you to try to push to come over on that date, like after the dinner date, like 10, 11. Guess what's not going to happen? I'm not going to ask to come to your house at 2:33 when brunch and the gallery finish up. So now you got the whole day to process it. I look like a good guy for not trying to press it too far. You really can't go wrong with brunch.
I'm not mad at it.
Interesting.
I feel like I just want food. Got to be some food involved.
Doesn't matter what time. Just food.
Yeah, just give me some food. Cheesesteak egg rolls preferably, but we can work with it.
Hey, what would yours be?
Outside of a concert.
Well, yeah. Concert can't be a first date. That's something, because I got asked to go to a music festival with a guy once, and it was a guy that I've been friends with, but I'd never dated before, and that's what he asked as like our first date, and I wound up having to work, so I couldn't go anyway. But the whole time I was thinking about it, I was like, I'm gonna be so self-conscious the whole time acting a fool at this like screamo festival. But anyway, ideal first date. See, I'm not mad at the whole dinner and a movie thing, because like you said, if you go see the movie first, it gives you something to talk about at dinner where you're like getting kind of comfortable, and then you can talk more. But then in the movie you don't have to talk a lot, so it's just low pressure, kind of chill. I'm not mad at that, to be honest.
Okay.
I feel like we're all pretty basic at the end of the day.
Not me. I'm into the finer things in life, clearly.
I feel like you're just into wherever there's alcohol, because as he said, if you go at certain times at the art museum, they're giving out free
wine. I'm definitely into the
Honestly, the Met in NYC is romantic as shit, so like I'm not mad at that idea either.
I had one girl like tell me it just wasn't gonna work, like after a brunch date. She was like, I just feel like you're always drinking. And I had like 3 mimosas. She's like, you're drinking on your snap, you drink at the brunch. And I was like, honestly, and she was like, I vibe with you, but I just don't think I can go down that path, blah, blah, blah. Her dad was alcoholic, all this bullshit. And I was like, you know what? Honestly, I can respect that. Because I wasn't finna stop drinking.
I was going to say, I feel like any girl that's going to date you has to know the expectation of the amount you drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're not cool with it, then that's a no-go.
There are some that are not cool with it, and we've had to go our separate ways.